and welcome to a new vlog in Melbourne. Today is the Thursday, the 23rd of March, and I quit my job yesterday because my boss was an asshole, and so I happen to have a few free days. I'm gonna enjoy Melbourne, visit a little bit, and try to find a new job at the same time. But today, Sarah and Miguel are in town again. So I'm so happy, and it might be the last time I see them in Melbourne, because after that they're moving up north and they'll be too far away. So the timing is good and I'm gonna enjoy the day with them. Like, no job seeking or anything today, just enjoying the day in Melbourne with two friends. And like, it was raining a little bit earlier, like big rain with thunder and everything, but the sky is getting clearer and I'm actually too warm in that, so I'm gonna take it off. But so the weather is getting better, I guess, and well, I'm bringing you with me. Look who's here again.
We're in Melbourne. Melbourne. I'm a Spice Girl.
Well, that's the mood. That's the mood, especially when you just quit your job.
I don't like me today.
That place is called Mayan.
Wow, what a beautiful colour. Oh, sometimes I notice things more than I think.
Yeah. Everything is colorful here. Even the beans. I can show the beans. Even the beans.
So here we go.
The gardens are closed. We can't visit them because there's an exhibition next weekend. But we can still see the Royal Exhibition building. And we had a nice day walking around. We walked a lot. My feet start to hurt. Yeah, but it's nice. And the sun is out, finally. It's good. It's so nice. Melbourne weather for you guys. It can be raining one moment and bright sun the next minute.
And hot sun.
Yeah. So that's why we dress so differently.
I'm a risk taker.
Yeah, and I'm always cold.
I'm
Yeah.
not from here, so.
Me neither.
Oh, true. I don't live here.
Yeah, I've been living here for 3 weeks, but I'm still not used to it. No, 4 weeks now. Oh, that long. Okay, I've been here longer than I thought, but I'm still not used to the weather in Melbourne. Hey, so I'm back at the house, back in my bedroom, in my bed, because I'm exhausted. Not only it was a long day, we walked a lot, but also, like I said, I quit my job yesterday. Received a text today from my boss. So like a lot of emotional exhaustion from that. And also I'm probably gonna have my period tomorrow or soon because I have like the endometriosis pain killing me right now. So I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna finish the day here. But it was a really good day. It's always so great to spend time with Sarah and Miguel. We always have very interesting conversation, and some of them that are like really helpful for me to kind of get where I'm at in my situation and what I really want to do, like to speak things out loud, like help me clarify them. And with her, I know that I can say like absolutely everything and anything that's going through my mind. So like I don't have a plan for what's coming next in my life of traveling. And that's something I can tell her so easily, and I can tell her all the different ideas, realistic or not, that I have, or the lack of ideas. So, and like expressing that really helps me to clarify things even for myself, and then it always leads to like very interesting conversation. She shares the same things with me, and like today we kept saying that we were opening doors together. Like our conversations were like giving us so many options and opening doors that we didn't even think about. So yeah, I still don't know what I'm gonna be doing after I leave Melbourne, but I have now more options and more things to think about, and it's a good thing because I've been wondering if I really want to stay a second year in Australia. I love the country, I love Australia, and I know I won't have time to see everything I want to see in 1 year, but I'm not sure either I want to do the 88 days and come back because there's so much more that I want to see, so many other countries, so many other places. And the more time I spend here, and the more I think that I'm not sure I want to stay and live forever in Australia. And if I were to want that, I will find a way. I won't have to go through the second visa for that. I will find another way, another type of visa. I'll see that later when I actually made a decision. But to decide where I want to live, I need to actually travel and keep seeing other countries, because I can't stop at the first one. I could, but right now that's not what I want. So yeah, I'm thinking a lot, lots of options, lots of things to consider, and a lot of time to think about it. I don't need to rush, I don't need to decide anything right now. So yeah, here's where my mind is at the moment. So it was a really good day, always so good to see Sarah. She's now gonna travel north. I don't remember where exactly, I'll have to ask her again the name of the place, but she's gonna be traveling north, so I won't be seeing her around so much. So I'm gonna miss her for sure, but I'll text her every day as usual. And I know that I will see her again. I know that our path will cross again one way or another, so I'm fine with that. So here's for today. I had a great day despite feeling really tired right now. Hi, so it's been a week since I saw Sarah and Miguel and we spent the day together, and a week since I quit my job, and it's been a hard week. I don't know if you know that, but before I left France, before I came to Australia, I had been struggling with depression and anxiety disorder for years, like something like 6 or 7 years. And it was really bad at the time. Getting a little bit better in the end, that's why I decided that I could come to Australia and like stop therapy and everything. And I felt good, like really good, when I arrived here for the first month. Like depression and anxiety were not here anymore. But this job experience that I worked for 3 weeks and a half, and I don't know, it triggered something, and ever since I quit, I've had a hard time. It's not as bad as it used to be. If I were to describe what I could feel or imagine in my mind as far as depression was for me, it's like when I was back in France, when I was like deep down in depression, it was like my mind was overflown by shadows. Like there were big spots of lights here and there, mostly brought up by something I really loved, of moments with my family or my friends or things like that that would bring some moments of light. But those like pools of lights would be like very scarce, and most of my mind was dark. And it was like that for a very long time, and I felt like these shadows, this darkness would put me in a state of always feeling in danger and feeling depressed, basically. And when I arrived to Australia for a month, it was like the shadows were still there, but it's like it was the opposite as it was before. Like it was mostly light and just a little bit of shadows still there in the corners, but like just so little shadows that they were not a danger. Like I wasn't worried about those shadows, so I guess that's why there was no more anxiety either. And those last few weeks, it feels like the shadows have been taking more and more space again. There's still more light than shadows, so it's not as bad as it used to be, and I'm still kind of in control. But I feel that I need to do something now if I don't want to be overwhelmed. And it's not easy because in the meantime I'm in the middle of an endometriosis crisis, which means that my whole body is in pain. And even with medication, it's hard to contain the pain, and also the medication I have makes me really tired when I take it for the pain. So I'm exhausted. Right now I feel like I'm exhausted physically, and I'm starting to be exhausted mentally because I'm struggling on both parts this week, like this last few days. So yeah, this is not a very funny part of the vlog, but like I thought I should also talk about this part because I'm not gonna be going out and visiting Melbourne right now because I can barely stand, so like go walking around is not an option right now. So this bit will come back later, but right now it's more like I need to take care of my health and specifically of my mental health. So yeah, here's where I'm at. I know that it's not gonna last. I know that it can't be like, you know, if you've followed the first vlogs and everything, you know that I've been very, very lucky and things have been amazing since I've arrived in Australia. So I know that it has its ups and downs, and now I'm in the down parts, and it's the first one I've got for months. I still feel lucky because even in this down I'm not alone. I'm living in this place in Melbourne at Cindy's. She gave me a weighted blanket, listed blanket, I don't know how it's called in English, but that helps with anxiety. So like She also gave me a desk so I can get back to writing and do the things that help me. So like I'm surrounded by people who help me, so like even if I'm down, it's not that bad. It could be much worse. And now I need to use all the tools that I had when I was in therapy back in France. So what really helped me was to learn to do nothing and not put any pressure on myself, which is like really hard because I'm always like, everything I do needs to have a purpose. And what I learned in therapy, and mostly in art therapy, is that my need is to put that pressure off. So that's why I haven't been looking for a job yet. I'm taking my time with that. I'm giving myself a few more days until I'm ready to get back job hunting. And in the meantime, I'm gonna take some time and try to forget about all pressure and draw, paint, write, read, do all these things that used to work to help me not push the shadows, but at least make me forget about them for a while. And it helps me not feeling overwhelmed. So yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna also work out, exercise, because that's something that helps. I just need the endo crisis to be less bad, because right now exercising, I think I would faint if I tried, because I'm in so much pain. So that's not an option today, but like if I take my medication correctly, it should be an option tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna start and keep implementing all these things that help me get back in control, because that's kind of what it is. Even like I need to get back in control by releasing control and stop trying to control everything. It sounds weird, but it's kind of the conclusion that I had with my art therapist, which is the person who helped me the most while I was in therapy. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing the next few days. Going for walks, exercising, drawing, painting, writing, reading. Try not to do anything. Yeah, so here it is. Yeah, okay, so that's the update for today. Today, which is Thursday the 30th of March. So I hope that on the next update I will be telling you that I feel better. I really hope for that, and I really believe that it's possible. So yeah, that's it for now. conclude this vlog here. It's been a vlog on like 2-3 weeks, I don't know. But mostly because I haven't done much in this time. Last time I talked to you, I told you that my mood wasn't the best. So I've decided to spend the following weeks taking care of myself. So I did some yoga, took the time to write, to read. I went to a comedy festival with Cindy, who like wanted me to go out a little bit and not stay at home all the time. I spent time walking Emily. We had an Easter dinner with Cindy's daughters. So yeah, like I really took it slow and took care of me. And I'm feeling better, and now I'm like kind of starting to plan to move on, because my plan was to stay in Melbourne until the end of May. So that's coming kind of soon. So I'll be planning that and enjoying my last weeks in Melbourne in the meantime, and that will be for the next vlog. But the conclusion of this one is that I feel better. Depression and anxiety are still there, but they're under control, and now I know that it's normal for it to come back sometimes, to have glimpses of it, but now I have the tools and I recognize the sign, and so I can deal with it much better. So I'm a little bit tired, because my sleep schedule is not good at all, so that explains this. But I'm actually feeling much better. And yeah, you get to see all of this because I don't know if I mentioned it, but when I arrived in Australia, I realized that I forgot my makeup. I don't usually wear a lot of makeup, but I still have some makeup that I like to wear, like mascara and stuff, and hiding these parts here. And I forgot everything in France. I forgot it at my parents, and I only realized it when I arrived. And I took it as a sign to try for a year not to wear any makeup. So I didn't buy anything when I arrived. And I haven't been wearing makeup for like over 5 months now. And I kind of like it. Like sometimes I miss it because I like wearing makeup sometimes. But I kind of like this challenge. I probably won't make it last more than a year, but I think like since I'm traveling and I'm gonna be all around Australia and I'm gonna get back to the sun soon, I don't need the makeup. I'm fine without it. The challenge is not that hard. But yeah, that's why I look tired. I'm just not sleeping so well, but it's my fault. I've been sleeping later and later, and then so I wake up later and later, and it doesn't add up very well. So I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, generally I feel like much better, and I've been doing yoga almost every day, so I also feel better in my body. Like I feel some strength coming back, like in my shoulders and stuff, because I was like starting to kind of lose muscle because I'm not working out enough. I have some like health issues that actually mean that I have to make sure that I work out enough if I don't want like my shoulder to just dislocate. So yeah, I've been doing this yoga thing almost every day with the videos from Yoga with Adrian, and it makes me feel better in my body, and I can feel the strength coming back. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Winter is coming here in Melbourne, so I guess it's definitely time for me to move on and chase the sun, because like I miss the sun. I don't like being cold. So that's it for this vlog. You've seen the ups and downs. Lots of ups since I've arrived in Australia, and well, I guess it's the first like real down that I've had, and it's not that bad. So that's a good conclusion, so I'll leave you to it, and I wish you safe travels, and I'll see you soon.